Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're unpacking a truly profound narrative from the Zohar. And honestly, we're going to reframe it as an absolute masterclass in cosmic engineering. We're looking at one of the most famous historical family dramas of all time, Joseph being thrown into the pit by his brothers. But we aren't just telling a story, we are going to read the source code behind the story. We're going to look at the exact under-the-hood mechanics of how spiritual merit operates across generations. It's going to be fascinating.
So here's our system diagnostic menu for today. We'll start with the imminent system crash, move into Reuben's emergency rescue protocol, and then explore white mercy versus red judgment. After that, we'll break down the cosmic engineering and Sephirotic mechanics, see how Moses activates the blessing, and wrap up with how you can level up your dimensions.
All right, part 1, the imminent system crash. Let's get a 4K heritage view of the pit.
I want you to picture this historical moment in vivid, cinematic 4K detail. Seriously, imagine it. The pit's dark, gaping mouth in the arid earth. Way down below, a young Joseph is trembling, looking up at the sky. And above him, 10 brothers looking down, absolutely burning with this intense heat of judgment. But hidden right there in that group is Reuben. And his secret internal mercy is shining quietly in the dark. It's a moment of ultimate tension. The entire cosmic pivot here comes down to one lost birthright and one completely selfless firstborn. Now remember, Reuben had already lost the primary birthright to Joseph. Human nature kind of dictates jealousy here, right? Or at least passivity while the others enacted their judgment. But instead, Reuben goes entirely against his own self-interest to save his brother.
Moving to part 2, Reuben's emergency rescue protocol and how he creates a spiritual save point. For any video gamers watching or really anyone familiar with tech, I want you to think of the situation as an imminent, catastrophic system crash. The familial network of the 12 tribes is literally about to permanently delete its main character, Joseph. If Joseph dies right here, the future of the entire nation crashes into irreversible harm. There's no rebooting from that. So Reuben frantically writes an emergency recovery protocol with 3 distinct steps. Step 1, he acknowledges the imminent crash. He sees the brothers' lethal intent. Step 2, he injects a hidden code of chesed, which means loving kindness or mercy. He tells them, hey, don't shed blood. Just throw him into this pit. Now, to the brothers, that sounds like a slow death sentence, which satisfies their anger. But step 3 is Reuben's true intention, a complete system restoration. His secret plan the whole time is to return later, pull Joseph out, and restore him to their father Jacob.
Which brings us to part 3, white mercy, red judgment. We're looking at the color coding of the Pardes Rimonim.
Okay, so in the ancient color theory of the Kabbalistic text, the Pardes Rimonim, spiritual energies aren't just these abstract, floaty concepts. They are distinctly color-coded forces that interact, clash, and neutralize one another. On one side, you have the fierce red forces of Gevurah. That's judgment, discipline, restriction. And that is radiating from the brothers as an intense, burning red heat of strict decree. Pitted directly against this is the white force of Chesed, unbounded mercy and giving. By suggesting the pit, Reuben uses a hidden drop of white mercy to cool and neutralize that raging red judgment, just enough to keep Joseph alive. It's incredible. He softens the decree from the inside out. Next up, part 4, cosmic engineering and Sephirotic mechanics. Let's see how he's stabilizing the spiritual network. For those of you with a cosmic engineering mindset, this historical event isn't just some family dispute. It's actually a precise, critical stabilization of the Sephirotic, those divine attributes through which spiritual energy flows. Let's map it out. The brothers are operating in Gevurah, generating a massive system threat of pure judgment. Joseph represents Yesod, the foundational energy that is currently being targeted for deletion. Jacob is Tiferet, the central balance and harmony of the family that desperately requires protection from this trauma. Reuben acts as Chesed, injecting compassion to save Yesod. And later, as we know from the texts, Reuben spends years in Hod, which represents deep internal psychological repair and repentance. Ultimately, this intense heat of Gevurah had to be stabilized by Chesed to preserve the entire earthly realm, the Malchut. All these gears are turning at once.
Part 5, Moses activates the blessing. This is all about the long-term yield of spiritual merit.
Now, you might be thinking, well, Reuben's physical rescue attempt actually failed, right? Because Joseph was sold to travelers while Reuben was away. But here's the thing about the realm of cosmic engineering. Energy is never lost. This single, hidden act of mercy morphed into a massive, lasting spiritual merit. The Zohar highlights this core teaching right here, asking us to consider the true chassidut, the extreme piety and loving kindness of Reuben.
He acted entirely selflessly to restore Joseph, fully knowing that the birthright he naturally deserved had been given to that very brother. That pure, unadulterated selflessness created an incredibly potent spiritual battery. And the phrase, "let Reuben live and not die," from the Zohar, that is the ultimate output of that stored energy.
The energetic delay here is just absolutely fascinating. Look at this timeline. On day 1, we have the action. Reuben's hidden rescue in the pit generates a massive spark of white mercy. Then, for years, it incubates during his private, agonizing repentance, his hotshad. That merit lay totally dormant in the system for generations. It wasn't until hundreds of years later, right before the children of Israel entered the Promised Land, that Moses officially activated this merit battery. Moses pronounces the blessing, "Let Reuben live and not die," ensuring the tribe's survival and eternal spiritual standing. The action of the ancestor literally saved the descendants. Mind-blowing, right?
Finally, part 6, leveling up your dimensions and applying this cosmic engineering today. So what does this all mean for you and me? Well, to level up your own dimensions, we have to recognize the architecture of our own actions. Every time you are in a heated situation, maybe a family argument or a tense boardroom, and you secretly deploy a hidden act of mercy to soften someone else's red judgment, you are doing cosmic engineering. You are literally creating an eternal save point in your own spiritual network. That merit doesn't just evaporate because nobody thanked you for it in the moment. No way. It is stored, ready to be activated as a blessing for you or your descendants exactly when it is needed most.
Thank you for joining us for this complete journey through the Pardes. We hope these ancient truths help you and your family improve your own dimensions this week. If you enjoyed this full chapter deep dive, please like, subscribe, and share which part of the journey touched your soul in the comments. We'll see you in the next chapter.